Oh, here we go.
Tits.
Oh, hi again, you beautiful tit watchers, you. Or maybe not beautiful, maybe just mid. Mid seems to be a word doing the rounds on social media lately. More specifically, I'm referring to this. So I'd like you all to meet Nick. Nick has a decent-sized Twitter account with around 350 followers. He likes music, nature, John F. Kennedy, and Bitcoin. And from what I've seen of Nick's Twitter account, he's also a bit of a wannabe Chad. You know, one of those guys who follows YouTube influencers who claim to know the ins and outs of women and that they can teach you to be more alpha so that the tang will be frothing at the clam to get a piece of your alpha hot rod. All you need to do is just follow these simple alpha steps and pay $29.99 a month for membership, and you shall be bestowed with the golden rules from the hidden, mysterious Chad Bible that only certain men have access to, and learn how to slay that axe wound. Alpha, brah. Alpha as fuck. But anyway, this wannabe Chad seems to have gotten himself into a bit of trouble lately. So like I said, he has a decent sized following, probably other Chad aspirers. Enough people to converse with about negging and how it totally tames the tang. A decent amount of notoriety, but nothing epic, you know? Then one day, you put out a tweet about how Margot Robbie is a mid. Nothing special. Average. Run-of-the-mill. Exceptionally ordinary. Basically barely whack-offable material. And label her a hard 7 out of 10. And that's what he was saying when he called her a mid, I think.
Margot Robbie, Aussie Barbie herself, is everywhere right now, as we were just saying. But this week, a tweet about her got more than 53 million views because some dude with a laptop posted a picture of her without makeup on and said, "This is her without makeup, definitely mid." But Mia, what is mid and why is it suddenly all over TikTok, Twitter, all the places?
What mid basically means is within normal limits. You know, you're not at either extreme end of what is considered aesthetically pleasing by our current beauty standards. Most women are mid. Well, I'd say we're all mid.
Yeah.
Right?
Don't
Can we
throw me
consider
into the
ourselves
same
mid?
category as you bitches. But
Okay,
yeah, no.
except for Claire, who is exceptionally beautiful.
And so then that pisses off millions upon millions of people. Your tweet becomes viral, and a whole Mordor horde-sized army of people come to tell you that, brah, you really can't talk because you're the ugliest son of a bitch on the planet. I actually do feel a little bad for the poor bastard. Just take a look at some of these harsh responses.
Tits.
Time to spin. Let's begin.
If she is mid, then you're a 1. And then Nick says, as his true Chad-like self, if that's true, then why do women hit on me every time I leave the house? Is this guy for real? I'm getting major troll vibes here. Sir, Margot Robbie is empirically speaking a stunningly beautiful woman. As to your comment above, I believe in my heart of hearts that what you experience as women hitting on you is a societal phenomenon known as, stay with me, conversation. And then Nick says, women approach me out of the blue. They give me a big smile, then giggle and run their fingers through their hair while conversing with me. I think that's called flirting. And then someone wrote, accidentally bumping into you, laughing to avoid confrontation, and then moving their hand out of their face while they're likely trying to be nice because they think you're creepy is how you might want to look at this. Here's another one saying, I wonder if your looks would improve with some makeup. And then she blasts a photo of Nick not looking so great. This one says, imagine thinking you have a chance with her or even a solid 1. It's got 6,000 likes. And Nick says, is an old hag like you actually insulting my looks? You look like you hit the wall 2 decades ago. He's giving it back. You go, Nick. Keep trying to move mountains. Lemon says, if she's mid, you shouldn't be leaving the house. Laugh my ass off. Dude, you're calling her mid? You? Oof. You clean a lot of socks, don't you? To be fair, he does kind of give Sir Whack-Off-A-Lot vibes. Nick, brother, look at yourself, please. Why do I need to look at myself? I get hit on by women all the time. That says it all. Nick, come on, Nick. You're full of shit. Women trying to hit you with their car doesn't count, bro. Nice back at ya, Gunther. Batu says, you look like Fat Gollum. Your opinion is invalid, my precious. He's starting to lose steam now. He says, I'm not fat. And this sequence has got to be my favourite of them all. The no, women can't look pretty. This is as good as it gets. Crowd is loud this morning. I never claimed that women can't look pretty. If you don't like the reality, then that's too bad. And then someone just posts a meme back at him. Okay, faggot. Oh, Nick, what did you do? Yeah, ouch. So my opinion on this? I think his eyes are in his anus and he's completely demented about thinking she's not exceptionally attractive. I've always been a fan of Margot Robbie, back to her Neighbours days. For those who don't know, Neighbours was a show about a whole bunch of Aussie cunts living next to each other becoming good friends. And eventually hooking up, fucking or killing each other. Very good friends. So yeah, I've always loved her as an actress, especially because I love Harley Quinn, and I thought she did a great job with that. So yeah, I've always thought she's stunning. Having said that, I acknowledge that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, even in the glazed over eyes of lubed up trolls with repetitive stress wrist pain living in their mother's basements. And he is so very entitled to his preference and opinion in what to him is aesthetically pleasing. But I guess if you're gonna dish it out, be prepared to get it served right back at you. He seems to have pissed off a lot of women already, lamenting that if Margot Robbie is the epitome of mid, then that must make them hideously ugly bitches.
Hey, so I'm seeing a lot of tweets circling about Margot Robbie from men who are like, Margot Robbie's mid. Margot Robbie's just like any other woman. Oh, Margot Robbie without makeup looks like shit. Or whatever. And I will say this. These tweets are coming from some of the ugliest motherfuckers I've ever seen. But not only that. I have a theory. A lot of these men probably sexualized her when she was Harley Quinn the first Suicide Squad movie. Y'all remember that outfit? I just feel like a lot of these dudes are coming out of the woodwork because they're not able to sexualize her as Barbie. I don't know if I'm right, but
Alarm, because now they're trying to gaslight us into thinking that Margot Robbie is mid. Yeah, she plays Barbie. Barbie! I have a theory that mid now means drop dead gorgeous. Next time somebody calls you mid, say mid like Margot or mid like you. Because these days we need clarification for everything.
Where I do find this amusing is that this has naturally triggered the feminists, calling out this disrespectful display of modern-day misogyny and campaigning for a ban on publicly judging women on their beauty. And to that I say, tough titties, you salty kitties, because we all know that the first ones to comment on women's beauty and bitch about it are women. And then the same standard would have to apply for criticising men's appearances. And we know that feminism is really about equality when it benefits women only. Stuff men. We should be allowed to call them ugly piggies because of privilege and the patriarchy, etc, etc. Just check out this article. Margot Robbie is mid is the sexist Twitter discourse from hell. These guys are trying to argue that Barbie herself is insufficiently beautiful. If you need any further reasons to question the taste of straight men online, look no further than the Twitter debate over whether Margot Robbie is secretly mid. Literally cast as an embodiment of aspirational beauty, Barbie star Margot Robbie is conventionally attractive by any reasonable metric. So when a handful of guys on Twitter labelled her mid, it sparked an argument about unrealistic beauty standards. The topic kicked off with two tweets, one featuring a photo of Robbie without makeup, and one saying that there used to be women like this in every blockbuster video in 1995. Both tweets play into familiar trends in sexist commentary about women's appearance consequences, beginning with the potential misidentification of a no makeup pic. The photo comes from an Instagram video where Robbie appears to be wearing lip tint, mascara, and possibly foundation. And I'm not going to read any more of this, so we'll just close it off with, but when men try to leverage these women, total strangers, to argue that celebrities are comparatively ugly, they're being sexist weirdos. And when they talk about women being hotter in the 1980s or 90s, they are probably just feeling nostalgic for their horny teenage years. In the present day, they're so brainwashed by photoshopped imagery and toxic misogynist messaging that their beauty standards no longer reflect reality. So what do you think? Is judging someone for their physical appearance overtly sexist? Or is this only a when it happens to women kind of thing? Do we need to start cracking down here? Banning accounts, shaming women? Yeah, look, the guy's a bit of a Chad wannabe, a little bit of a loser. And maybe he's just trying to play up to this whole wannabe Chad crowd he seems to be in. Is he a 100% sexist for posting a picture of a celebrity with no makeup on it saying, I kind of think she's, middle range, nothing exceptional? I don't think that's sexist. I think that's an opinion. He put his opinion out there and the opinion came back to haunt him because now he's got thousands of comments exercising their own free speech to opinion, calling him a ugly wank boy, and he's gonna have to live with it. Okay, so that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to check me out on Twitter, BitChute, Odyssey, and Rumble, where I upload all the uncensored versions of my videos. Tits out, everyone.
Tits.